Hey everyone, Shiny Sephiroth here with another X-War Progress battle. This one was difficult with the strategy. I honestly am still very surprised that that these teams worked. But every time I tried them, rounds 1 and 2 were going almost without a hitch. What I ended up having to do is kind of move around on team three, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Very important. Oh, and one of the things that really makes this round difficult is the reflection. As you can see, some people here have in all three teams have the ability to reflect damage back, and it was very difficult, especially for team three. But here, everybody kind of plays their part, plays their role. I really want back to team three. I really wanted Yi on team three, but team one was unable, and I see why because of the reflection. Team one was unable to survive without Yi's extra defense due to that damage reflection. And so we have Indira being our final DPS that was able to survive. And there's different iterations of this battle that happen. Sometimes it's Pierre that survives with Laura, and Indira dies quickly. It's just hard to see. But in the end, that's why you make the teams the way that we do, so you can have some redundancies. So in case one person dies, you have someone else. This one is pretty standard fare for Godslayer. You kind of steroid him up with Cupid, and then you have time, have him go quicker than he's supposed to. Lucas is here to help make sure Time and Godslayer survive Laura's onslaught. And Lucadia was here just to do that speed, but most importantly for PvE, that is fighting against the computer, getting that an extra bonus in attack. I think it's 35%. Unfortunately, you see right here, and this is the first time I've seen that happen, Rockefeller was KO'd. So we now lose the Cupid bonus. Which is, like I said, it's very curious because every match I've seen so far, Lucas was able to help Rockefeller survive Toko's onslaught. So it's going to be a little bit harder for Godslayer to KO everybody. Yeah, this is by far the worst Godslayer team up I've seen, because usually Godslayer just has knocked everybody out in round one, and all he has to do is knock out Laura. So this is quite curious. But I mean, Godslayer is who he is, so even though there's some issues, he's able to survive long enough to do the damage he needs to do. So between the extra lives he gets from knocking people out and the extra life from Lucas, he's been able to survive this far. Oh man, he's yeah, he was pushing the envelope there. He was almost donezo. Yeah, I've never seen this battle go longer than 2 rounds. Wow. Oh, good on you. You have a lot of endurance, Godslayer. And for this. So this team used to have Chloris on it. I took her out, playing around with a lot of things. I put Medusa in at one point. I put Alpha in. Now that I have her at Immortal, really wasn't doing much because the front row kept getting decimated, and I put all of my tanky defense givers on the other teams. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'm going to put Einstein in here. And Einstein was really helpful most of the time. This is the one battle. Oh, Toko used to also be part of Team 1. And I switched. Oh, that's right. I switched Chloris out to put Team 1. I put Toko in here because I noticed that we just weren't having a lot of damage output, even with the combo of Mecha Valkyrie and Forest Dancer. It was missing something. And the big difference in this one versus all of the other many attempts that I did was Toko decided to go off. And she knocked out, I think it was in the beginning of this battle, she knocked out the first 3 people in the front, or she knocked out the entirety of the front row. She'd never done that before. So when Toko decides to do her job, all of a sudden we have a killer team. But very happy to say that this is now done. We're able to move ahead here in chapter 41. Thank you all very much for being part of the channel and for your viewership. And I hope to see you in the next video. Peace!